Hey guys, good morning and welcome back. What is going on? Yesterday DK had the last leaks for the upcoming pack that will come. I think it will be next Tuesday. Monday would have been better for me, but I think it's Tuesday, 7 days remaining in the Master Duel client, so should be Tuesday, and we have the last leaked cards. Scareclaw cards, the rest of the Scareclaw package, not to be surprised when it comes to Scareclaw Kashtira. This we were expecting because it's also part of the Kashtira archetype. We will also play it in the Kashtira archetype. Then there's also a Scareclaw Decline, a Scareclaw Defanging, and a Scareclaw Twinssa. And the interesting thing is that we recently have gotten the new Secret Pack Scareclaw, and I think the one card that is really important if you want to build a successful Scareclaw deck, if you don't want to play like Scareclaw Kashtira or Kashtira as a base deck. You could also play just a Scareclaw deck. We can take a look at some Scareclaw example lists in a moment, but I think the important card for that is Scareclaw Twinssa. Let's read it together. Tribute one Scareclaw monster, and you have plenty of them because they are little, and you can resummon them via your, I think it's Scareclaw Tryhard, for example. So you will always have a lot of Scareclaw cards ready to be tributed. Then you can target 2 cards your opponent controls and destroy them. And if you control a Visa's Starfrost, which you won't, banish them. If a link 3 or higher monster is on the field, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Neither player can activate the effects of link monsters on the field this turn. And this is quite strong, because obviously with your Scareclaw Tryhard, the boss monster, you will be able to basically be unaffected by defense position monsters, and everything will be put in defense position, but obviously you cannot put link monsters in defense position, thereby your boss monster will be affected by them, but your Twinssa allows you, when it is in the graveyard, to be banished and then negate the link monsters, which this is quite strong. Also, of course, first part of the effect, you have the, basically it's like, how is it called, Sword Soul Blackout, yeah? You can tribute one of your Scareclaw monsters and destroy 2 cards on the field. That is really strong and definitely one of the cards, or maybe the card that you needed, or that was needed to make the Scareclaw archetype really nice as a standalone archetype. And then we have, of course, Scareclaw Kashtira, which will be very important in, of course, the Scareclaw deck, but also the Kashtira deck. During the main phase quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you do banish one Kashtira or Scareclaw card from your hand or graveyard, banishing Kashtira cards is fine, as you already know. With Kashtira Birth, for example, you can revive them from the banish pile. You can only use this effect of Scareclaw Kashtira once per turn. This card can attack while in face-up defense position. Is really nice, 2,600 attack, and this is obviously a nice synergy with the rest of the Scareclaw cards, for example, because the more cards you have in defense position, the better is your field spell, the Reich Phobia. We will take a look at this in a moment. And then also a really, really strong effect that can be used to out a lot of monsters that normally could not be outed. If you could, also, so bonus sentence here, if it does apply its defense for damage calculation, but I think that was quite clear, so that when it attacks in defense position, it uses its defense stats. If your Kashtira or Scareclaw monster battles an opponent's monster, that opponent's monster's effect are negated until the end of this turn. So everything that happens basically during the damage step, or also, for example, your Expurli Noir, which is basically unaffected until you attack it. So this would basically negate the Expurli Noir while you attack it, which is quite nice, so it cannot react. A really strong effect that is also applied to all of your Scareclaw and all of your Kashtira cards. So really nice that they are releasing with the next week's pack all of the remaining Scareclaw cards. I think we can see it here. We have the Kashtira support leaks and the Rescue Ace support leaks. I think this will be a very nice pack that you can definitely pull a lot of packs from and be happy with the outcome, because Rescue Ace will be one of the strongest archetypes once it's complete. Kashtira will be the strongest archetype, the next one we are getting. Let's quickly take a look, as I told you, at some Scareclaw decks. You can see right here, let's take this Master 1 list, and you can see you have the little Scareclaw guys that you can pretty easily summon, so you can use them for your Twinssa, the trap we just took a look at. You have the Reich Phobia, which benefits from defense position monsters, which obviously the Scareclaw Kashtira is quite nice for that. One thing to note here is that it's quite an expensive deck. You need 2 Tryhard, you need 2 Lightheart, and they are both ultra rares, and this is also I would say, low ratio, because some decks are also playing 3 Rykard, 3 Tryhard and 3 Lightheart. You need 3 Rykard, you have a Visas Starfrost, you need your Reichphobia 2 to 3 times. So not the most budget deck, I would say. But I think it will be quite strong, like not top of the meta, not Kashtira power, not Puri power, or Rescuer's power when it is full strength then. But it will be quite nice, and it's cool that we are getting the last of the remaining Scareclaw cards that were missing. Mainly the Scareclaw Twinssa for the pure Scareclaw deck, and the Scareclaw Kashtira obviously for Kashtira. You will play this card in your Kashtira pure deck. So that's all for now. Let me know in the comments what you think of the new cards. Are you excited? Do you want to play your Kashtiras? Do you want to play the Rescue Ace even without the archetype being complete? Or do you want to excited for the new Scareclaw support because you might already have the Scareclaw deck and you are looking forward to playing it? Let me know in the comments, and if you like my videos, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up and the notification bell, as this helps out a lot. We will see each other in the next one.